YouTube, what up? It's your boy Champ, man, and welcome back to another video. And you already know by now we don't waste no time. We're gonna hop right into the topic. So today, we're gonna talk about communication, learning to talk. I don't think this generation knows how important and how useful just being able to talk efficiently is in modern times, man. So it's gonna be crazy, this analogy I'm finna use, but it might offend some people, it might not, but it's the truth. I really don't care. What's a woman's favorite line to say when a guy trying to shut off to go deal with their shit? What's their favorite thing to say? Communication is key. Communication is key, man. Even though when they use this in a situation you don't want to hear that shit, it's a lot of truth to that statement, man. I don't think you can get so far in life with just being able to talk, to use your words, to speak to somebody. You speaking can put your foot in a door you never thought you would get into, man. And that's just the overall of today's video. But we're gonna start like digging deep into some specifics. So we're gonna start with just connections and networking. That the most successful way to grow in any part in life, whether it be business, your career, or just learning something new is through connections. Like having connections and being able to network could get you so much farther than a degree could get you. It sounds crazy enough to say that piece of paper, yeah, it does a lot, but I'm telling you, that you talking to the right person could put you in the path you never thought you was gonna get into, man. So, people say it's a small world. That statement also has a lot of truth to it as well. It's way more true than you want to believe. You have no idea who someone could be connected to that's in your life. Like the person sitting next to you could be plugged in with your favorite artist, your actor, athlete, celebrity. It doesn't matter, man. Your next door neighbor could even be relative with the person who you need to elevate you in your career, whatever that may be, to the next level. But you won't ever know that until you actually start talking and having a conversation with them people. People don't tell you shit like that off the rip when you meet somebody for the first time, man. You gotta talk to them. You gotta build a bond, communicate, connect, grow. Be able to sit down and listen and talk and learn from certain people, man. All it takes is a simple, introducing yourself. Like I said, having them conversations, making small talk, and build the connections. Because over time, you're gonna build that bond with that person, and then from that point on, you don't know what that person might tell you. They could tell you something that they probably wouldn't tell a relative, because blood may be thicker than water, but sometimes that blood ain't always there, man. That's why, and that's going off into something else. I'm not even getting into that, but just know, man, sometimes your relationship with a friend could be stronger than the actual relative bond, man. So they don't know what they'll tell you. The sky is the limit, man. And just from talking and being able to sit down and listening to people and just learning, you gain that wisdom, especially talking to older people who've experienced life. They're not saying just age matters, because trust me, age and maturity do not correlate at all. But someone with that wisdom, that experience, that's been through it, that knows what you're going through, and that they can really help you. If you sit there, if you're willing to listen, there's so much more you can gain, man. I'm like, literally, wisdom and knowledge are literally gained from experiencing and listening. Notice I ain't say it's gained from talking and doing. Well, talking is gained from listening. There's a reason God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. That shit corny too, but I'm telling you, all these corny statements that people say in your lifetime, that these old folks say, ring so true. But you never realize until you actually take that step back and think about it. Everybody always hear, oh yeah, you just saying the same old shit, basically. Man, there's a reason they keep saying it. It's a reason you hear from all these old people Not even just old people, from adults. We're gonna say adults. There's a reason you hear it. There's some truth in that fucking statement. Like I said, man, the main thing is just being able to communicate with people, especially the ones you don't know, you're not comfortable with. It's you got to get uncomfortable to grow. If you sit and talk to your same friend group that you known for your whole life, and y'all ain't doing shit, you gonna be not doing shit either. You have to be able to step out and go talk to them people on higher value, higher levels. Being able to talk to them gonna put you on a level. They're gonna hold you at that same standard, and at that point, it's gonna cause you to grow. You got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable, nigga. It's like growing. When you getting taller, you going through puberty, and your knees start hurting, but you getting taller. It's the same thing. That shit called growing pains. You got to get uncomfortable. Your knees got to hurt to grow. That's growth. It's growth. There's nothing comfortable about growing. If you get comfortable, you won't grow. You're going to stay stagnant. Telling you, man. This one got me hyped, man. You just got to. It's so many things you could compare and contrast. Like I said, with this growing pains and communicating. It's the same concept. It's the same concept in two different terms, man. Everything in life repeats itself. Might not be in the same way, but it's going to be similar. So, man, learn how to talk, man. It's time. You got to stop being that socially awkward guy, socially awkward girl at the functions that sit in the corner and there's a wall hugger with your head down, looking mean mugging everybody, just looking around, looking at everybody else socialize. You better learn how to talk. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it will hinder you in the future when you got to use those social skills because you don't have them. But there is ways to gain and practice them to get better at it. And that's what I'm here to help. So I'm going to tell you that. I'm not just going to sit here and bash you at all. But it's simple social skills. Talking is as simple as it gets. Talking just you can talk to one person. We're not talking about large groups, mass groups right now. You can just talk to one person. Bro, if you're socially awkward, you still can't talk to that one person. You see people going talking to big groups. You see pastors and preachers going talking to large congregations every week. That didn't come easily. I promise you. You got to practice. You have to become more social, man. It's going to take time. Nothing happens overnight. Like I said in my last video, man, it's about trusting the process, man. If you ain't watched that, go tap into that too, actually. I appreciate that. But back to it, man, it takes practice. It takes time and practice to learn how to gain those social skills and communicate. I'm telling you, I wasn't able to talk to people the way I do now. Like, I can sit here and talk to a random person like I knew them, build a conversation. I do it every day. But that came from me working in customer service. But guess what? I'm seeing a new face every day. That's practice. I had kind of forced practice, but here I got some ways that you can just practice it on a daily basis. You feel what I'm saying? You're not going out of the way to do it, or it seems forced. But so you just, like I said, working face to face, customer service jobs is one of the greatest ways to build them social skills, because you're gonna have to learn to talk to these customers, because they will get that feedback. They will sit there and say, I don't know, I didn't like the vibe. People come into stores based off customer service. They will continue to come back in that same place as long as they feel like they were treated nicely. You gotta know how to talk. I say that a lot, but that's the main topic of the video. So like I said, face-to-face customer service jobs, even a simple hello, how are you, to any person you happen to come into eye contact with. Say you at a park, or you in the grocery store, you walking, you always get that awkward, you looking at a random person as y'all walking past each other. Instead of just putting your head down, if they looking and you looking, you might as well speak real quick. Say, hey, how you doing? They're going to say, good. How are you? Quick respond. Boom. Simple. You just learn how to greet somebody. That's just the start. Just the start is greeting somebody. And then, the final way I got written, even though it's way more, but I'm trying to keep it kind of short. I never want to make my videos too long. But you can just start by adding a comment here and there into a conversation that interests you. Like, say you at work. This is not even just customer service. This is any job. You hear two coworkers, talking about something that you know something about. You don't normally talk to these people, but you know about the topic. So you hear them talking. You go in and add your 10 cents. And this is where adding your 10 cents is actually a good thing. Folks always say, nobody asked for your 10 cents in a conversation. Well, this is the best time to do it. It helps you learn and start talking, because trust me, you say, You hear them talking about it, you going, well, yeah, I know this, that, and the third. And then boom, you already included, you the third person in the conversation. And just like that, you might become friends with people. You got new friends at work just off that simple conversation. Y'all start bonding over that. And then who knows where that can take you. That's how most friendships start. Just the simple conversation, the ability to just say something. You never know. You never know. People, I'm telling you, man, they'll tell you some things, but you got to open your mouth, man. You got to open your mouth. You got to talk. And you can't fear talking to new people, especially if they social, because social people are open to talking to anybody. I'm telling you, people that like to talk, they don't care who you are. They're going to sit there and talk your head off. I've seen it my whole life. The preppy people that love to talk, they laughing and smiling. They find any way to start a conversation with people, man. So you don't be afraid that they're not going to talk to you. I promise you, they're going to speak to you. It might not be in a great volume in the beginning, but if you keep doing it and keep repeating it, just watch. That's going to rub off on you. You're going to begin to become more social. You're going to learn them skills, the ability to be able to talk to people without your voice wavering or sounding shy or sounding scared. You out there, no, you're going to be talking efficient, able to speak and project your voice and talk like you've been there before, like you've known them for years. You might have just met them a week or two ago. But like I said, it takes time, man. That's everything in this life takes time. And throughout all of my videos, you're gonna hear me say that a lot, because like I said, nothing comes overnight, man. So everything is a work in progress. Everything takes time. And so don't be discouraged, if you started talking but you still kind of shy, or it's still your voice wavering and cracking and stuttering. It's gonna go away, man. It's also a confidence thing, man. So just the more you do it, the more comfortable you become. But like I said, you got to get uncomfortable in the beginning to get comfortable. Trust me. I tell you, having social skills will get you so far, man. People don't realize it until it's too late. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to inform you guys before you become that person. You just don't know how to talk, and you stuck working some bogus job because you were overqualified for a position but never spoke up because you were just too shy, or you just were too awkward to go up there and say, well, I have this qualification, blah, 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 blah. Just, you got to be able to just do it, man. Never fear that somebody won't conversate with you. Trust me. People look mean, but people could be the nice people in the world. I've talked to some people I never thought I ever talked to. Like, people I'm telling you, man, I can't even describe. I can't even talk about it because I've just been doing it for so long. It's like second nature to me. And as long as you continue to practice those ways, it's going to be for you as well. It's just very important to know how to use your mouth efficiently. You do it for everything else. You eat. You might breathe out of your mouth if your nose stuffed up. You drink. Just come on. You gotta become proficient in talking. Talking is very important. We do it every day on a daily basis. Talking, no matter who it's to, you have to. But to do it in a way where it's efficient and you're heard is the greatest way. Is the greatest thing. And just to wrap the video up, man, like I said, communication is key, man. Closed mouths don't get fed. They never do. You got to open it up. You got to learn to talk. Practice the skills I told you just to become more social if you are that person who has trouble talking to new people that you aren't comfortable with. It's a skill that once you learn, it's something you'll never lose. And it's something that'll actually just help you way down the line in your life. And you won't realize it until later on. You're like, wow, I came from being the person who was scared to speak a word to just having long conversations with people. That's the greatest thing, man. So I thank y'all for watching the video. I appreciate all the support. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my other videos. And I'm out, man.